Okay everyone, so Awesome 4K here is back once again with another video, and not just any video though. This time, for the first time on my channel, I'm going to be doing a full review, and I decided to go ahead and do one on WWF's Royal Rumble for the Sega Dreamcast, which came out back in 2000. And the reason why I picked this game, well, there's like a few reasons. One, mostly wrestling YouTubers, when they do reviews, they do it on a DVD. So I decided to go with the video game for my first review, and I went with Royal Rumble for the Sega Dreamcast because this game here doesn't get talked about that much. It's one of those games that kind of slipped under the radar, and I believe the reason behind that is this only hit the arcades and just the Dreamcast. It didn't hit any other console. So yeah, also stick around because after my review I'm going to be doing some gameplay. So hell yeah, man, you're going to get some nice review and gameplay on this. But first, what I'm going to do is I'll read the overview and then the roster, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it, my likes, the dislikes, and after that I'll give you my final score on the game, and then from there we'll get into some gameplay. So without further ado, let's get into the overview first, then we'll get into the roster. So it says here, WWF's Royal Rumble is a professional wrestling video game that was made specifically for arcades and released summer of 2000. The game's title is based around the WWF's yearly pay-per-view event of the same name. This was THQ's third effort under the World Wrestling Federation banner since signing a 10-year contract to make WWF games. Despite being created for arcades, a console port for the Sega Dreamcast was created and released to stores in North America on August 15, 2000, a few weeks after the machines were sent out to arcades. European version was released for the Dreamcast on September 22nd, 2000, and then a Japanese version was released for the Dreamcast on April 26, 2001. Yoke's developed both versions, though publishing rights were split. Sega published the arcade version while THQ published the Dreamcast version. The arcade version ran on the Sega Naomi hardware. The arcade cabinet had a dual monitor design to allow up to 4 players to play simultaneously. Two on one screen, 2 on another. The Dreamcast version also allowed for 4 players. And yes, I got a picture of the arcade version right here. Boom. So as you can see, it has dual screens here. You got for 2 players on one side and 2 on the other, and it's pretty cool, man. I believe also this was the last wrestling WWF game, or you could say WWE, I guess. Well, this was WWF, but the last wrestling game by them to hit the arcades. After that, every other WWF or E wrestling game hit the consoles. I'm pretty sure about that. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Which is a bummer, man, because it's cool seeing, stuff like this at the arcade. So this would look great in my game room. I would love to find this. And you know what? Also, you can look this up on YouTube. You can see gameplay with this arcade, which is pretty cool, the dual monitors. So anyways, let's scroll on down to the, where you at? We'll scroll on down. I'm not gonna read through all this other stuff. You got game modes. You only got 2 game modes here. You got Exhibition and Royal Rumble. You don't got a lot of options in this. Let's get into the playable roster here. It says the arcade version has 19 playable characters, while the Dreamcast version has 21. Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon are the exclusive playable characters to the Dreamcast version. So let's go over all the wrestlers here that are in the game. We got Al Snow, The Big Show, Chris Jericho, D'Lo Brown, Edge, The Godfather, Jeff Hardy, Kane, Kurt Angle, Mankind, Matt Hardy, Rikishi, The Road Dogg, Shane McMahon, who's Dreamcast only, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Taz, The Rock, Triple H, The Undertaker, Vince McMahon, Dreamcast only, and X-Pac. So you're only getting 19 wrestlers. Well, that's on the arcade, but you get 2 more on the Dreamcast, which is a bit low, I think. And so now I'll give you now we're going to be talking about my likes and dislikes about the game itself, starting with my dislikes. There's 2 of them. Well, for one, the name of the game, it's just called WWF Royal Rumble. And in the 90s, we already got a game called WWF Royal Rumble for the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. So they, in my opinion, they should have added to this. You know, they should have called it either one of 2 things. WWF Royal Rumble 2000, since that's the year it came out, or WWF Royal Rumble the arcade game, since it's a direct port from the arcade version. So that's one pet peeve that I have. And the second pet peeve I have is the roster. You're only getting 21 wrestlers on the Dreamcast, and you know, that's quite a bit low, you know. And so the Dreamcast could have capitalized on it. There was a great system at the time, and it would have been nice if they would have just brought the roster up to 30. This would have been a much better game, I think. Plus, it should have had 30 to begin with because it's called Royal Rumble. If you're going to make a Royal Rumble game, you got to have 30 wrestlers. Instead, they just recycle wrestlers when you do a Royal Rumble in this. So, you know, the name of the game and the low roster are the only 2 pet peeves that I have on this, really. So let's get into talk a little bit about the gameplay here, and I'll get into my likes. WWF Royal Rumble was a groundbreaking wrestling game in terms of technical capability. Previously, wrestling games like in the PlayStation or and Nintendo 64 era had limited to only being able to allow 4 wrestlers on screen at once, which is true. But Royal Rumble more than doubled this amount. Running on the Sega Naomi hardware allows up to 9 wrestlers to be on screen at the same time. While not eye-popping for an arcade game, the Dreamcast very impressively was able to replicate the arcade's ability to allow 9 wrestlers on screen at once. Therefore, Royal Rumble was the first console wrestling game in 3D era to break the barrier of having more than 4 wrestlers on screen at the same time. Then it says, beyond that, though, there wasn't much else to the game. Yeah, which is kind of true, which is cool, though, that for the first time ever, you were able to have 9 wrestlers in the ring at once. That is cool. I give them props for that. But other than that, it pretty much, kind of plays like the rest of the other wrestling games. But I like this game. It's fun, and it's not too damn hard. It's not like you're going to get in there and get your ass kicked every time. The more wrestlers you play, yeah, it's going to get a little harder. But it's not that bad. You get in there, and you're having some fun. It's a fun game, But as far as playability, I would say if you're playing, I don't know, like after 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, after that you kind of want to be done with it and, move on to something else. Unless you got like, I don't know, 2, 3 friends, then this becomes really fun. Then you got, you and 3 other friends, 2 or 3 other friends, then you can have probably gaming up for a good hour or so. That's where the fun comes in. And I like the look of it. You know, I like the old school look. It wasn't too bad. You know, it wasn't nothing great like it is today. But back for its time, this was pretty good. You know, I enjoy the game. I like breaking it out from time to time. Sometimes I get my ass kicked, and sometimes I kick a lot of ass. So, what else? Yes, I found this for like $5 at Disc Replay not too long ago, about a year or two ago, and I'm glad I found it. It comes complete. You got the game here. There's the back case. You get the Superstar signature moves. What else? Wreck Havoc backstage. Yeah, that's another thing that's odd. Is you'll be playing like in the ring, and all of a sudden like lights will flash and it will go to black, and they put you like in a backstage area. So I don't know what's up with that. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's different, but it doesn't make no sense. That's for sure. What's your weapon of choice? 9 superstars in the ring. And you get over 20 superstars here. But yeah, good game. I would say if you have a Dreamcast and you're a fan of wrestling, definitely pick this up if you can find it for under $10. Definitely. It's a fun game to break out, and it's not too hard. It's not one of those wrestling games like Fire Pro Wrestling or one of those other ones that are really hard and you get your ass kicked all the time. And it's not like that. You know, with this one you actually do some ass kicking, and then yes, there is occasionally you will sometimes get your ass kicked, but hey, that's the fun of it, right? So as far as scores go, I'm gonna give this a solid 6.5, 7 out of 10. You know, if they would have just, like I said, changed the name or added to the name, called it 2000 or the arcade game, that would have been cool. And if they would have just upped the roster to 30 wrestlers, then I probably would have given this like a 7.5, maybe 8. But yeah, this is a cool, fun, old school game to get into, and I like the look of it and everything. You know, it's too bad though that the wrestlers they didn't have that much of a roster in there, but nevertheless, it's still fun to break out. I'd say definitely get this, and even if you don't have a Dreamcast and you see it somewhere for like $5 complete, get it anyways if you're a collector or whatever. So final score is going to be 7. It's a fun game, and if you can find it, you can find it on eBay easily. If you can get it for under 10, then yeah, definitely get it. As long as you can get it 100% complete, you know, with the case and everything, insert and all that. And let's look at the inside for a second there. Dreamcast, that's pretty cool. And we got some coming soon from THQ. We got skateboarding and Evil Dead. So hell yeah, man. I'm gonna give it an even 7. So that's it for my overview, my dislikes, and my review. And now stick around, fellas, because we are going to get into some gameplay. So if you like what you've seen, give it a thumbs up, and if you played this game, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of it. I enjoyed the game. I think it's pretty kick-ass. And now let's get into some gameplay. I'll see you over there. Alright people, now we're about to kick some ass here. Hope you like my setup here with the my old Dreamcast over there at the bottom right with the game on top of it. Something a little different. We're gonna get into let's see, arcade mode, exhibition. I'm gonna be The Rock, or no, I'm gonna be Stone Cold, and I'm gonna have the Dead Man, Undertaker, as my partner. Sounds about good. You're gonna see that this is not too hard. I mean, I'm gonna be kicking some ass here, but it can get challenging at times. And I'm probably only gonna wrestle like 1 or 2 matches. because I don't want this video to go, you know, over. I want to kind of keep it at 20 minutes or less. Here we go. Come on, Taz. Boom! Get up, man. Oh, shit. He called in Jericho for help. Oh, you want to call in? Yeah. I'm going to beat the hell out of him. Get up, Stone Cold. You ain't losing to Taz. Oh! Nut shot. And let's pin his ass. His energy's down. Boom! You're out, bro. See, it's not too hard. It's pretty fun. But like I was saying, it's more fun when you have more friends playing this game. Definitely. So who's my next opponent? Kurt! Come on, Kurt, get some. Get some! I'm gonna kick back when Kurt had hair. Grab him. Slam him. Get up, Kurt. Take your beating. Oh! Damn. Undertaker. Boom! Tombstone, brother. Get up. Get up so I can knock you out. I'm gonna pin them unless if they hit me. Oh, sons of bitches. Now I'm gonna pin them. I believe that's it for you, bro. That's right. You don't mess with the big man. Stage 3. I guess I'll do one more match, then we'll call it. I'm going up against Edge. Here we go. I might. Oh, shit. Oh, good start for him. Slam his ass. Got my boy coming in here. Beat the hell out of him. Slam him now. Oh! Down, brother. Oh, shit. Oh. Turn around, Stone Cold. Damn. Nice one, brother. See, yeah, it does definitely get a little harder as you... That's right. As you progress in the game. beat the dog shit out of him. Take it, man. Boom. Ah, damn it. I don't think so. I think I can pin him. Got him. That's it for you, bud. Don't mess with the fucking Stone Cold, man. Hell yeah. Kick some ass. Stage 4. I'm not going to get into stage 4 here. I just wanted to beat for like 2 or 3 wrestlers. I didn't want this going for so long. But anyways, yeah, that's my review and some gameplay here of WWF's Royal Rumble for the Sega Dreamcast. Definitely pick this one up if you have a Dreamcast. It is worth it. It's fun. As you can see, it's not overly hard where you're getting your ass kicked a lot. So, anyways, yeah. If you can find it for under 10, get it. So that's it for this video. And you guys have an awesome night. I'm out of here. Later.